Grace and peace, folks, unto you from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. And did you know that Amy set up a remote control for a smart camera? Actually, a smartphone. And so that now Glennie can open and close the show by herself, I think. Isn't that great? And do you know that a speech, in order to be, what is it, honey? A speech in order to be memorable does not have to be eternal. What is it?
Yeah.
What does it say, dear? This is a chat with Glendora, Soul to Soul, number 14,214, on April 10th.
April 11th.
And what does it say about a good speech in order to be memorable does not have to be eternal?
Yeah.
What are the two words, honey?
It's memorable and immortal.
Oh, okay. And the basketball coach said the trouble with officials, folks, is that they don't care who wins. And an athlete was asked, which do you think is more detrimental to athletics? What is it, indifference or what?
Bigger detriment.
Yes, that's all. We don't know what it is. Okay, and the athlete says, I don't know and I don't care. Ignorance or indifference. And the athlete says, I don't know and I don't care. Some more jokes, son?
Expressing your opinion.
The difference between expressing your opinion and free speech is the difference between democracy and being married.
Forthright.
He's the forthright speaker, Amy.
Yeah.
Every fourth word is right.
Piggy.
Again, please.
Piggy.
Oh, Amy. The athlete was making out an application, and the question was, what is the name of your bank? And he put down Piggy.
Skiing. New pamphlet.
What, dear?
Skiing. New pamphlet.
Team. Spell it, honey?
Skiing. Skiing. New pamphlet is NEW.
Oh, you know what that is, folks? The man bought new skis, and a pamphlet came with them telling you how to turn them into splints.
Send 2 tickets.
The man rode away to the box office, and he said, send me 2 tickets. And he said, if the tickets are good, I'll send you a check. And the box office wrote back and said, send us a check, and if it's good, we'll send you the tickets.
Center of the interior line.
A referee describes a football coach as somebody who says, you missed a call on the center of the interior line, and then goes out into the parking lot and can't find his car.
Bigger detriment.
Okay, we'll do that one over. An athlete was asked, which is a bigger detriment to athletics? Indifference or ignorance? And what did the athlete say? What does the athlete say, Amy? He says, I don't know and I don't care. All right.
Immortal and eternal. Wow.
That's the words we were looking at. A good speech, in order to be immortal, does not have to be eternal.
2 philosophical requirements.
The speaker said, I'm so happy to be your speaker tonight, having met the requirements of your program, Chairman. He believes in free speech, and he believes in free speeches.
That's all for the jokes.
Is it really?
Yes.
All righty. Put it down on your side, hon.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want the Bible passage or the hymn?
Yes, please.
Okay, the Bible passage is Hebrews 13:16. And do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased.
I love it. Would you do it again?
And do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased.
Folks, do you know that if you sacrifice and do good, that everything you want in life will follow? Everything you want in life put first, it never works. But if you do good and sacrifice, everything you want will follow. Is there anything else on that sheet? Did you say a hymn?
Yes.
What is a hymn?
The hymn is I want to be like Jesus in my heart.
I want to be like Jesus in my heart. In my heart, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. In my heart, in my heart, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. I want to be more loving in my heart. In my heart, I want to be more loving in my heart. Thank you. Is there a word on that page too?
The word is a seed.
Accede. Amy, what does that mean? To agree?
It means consent.
To give consent.
Yeah.
Anything else on it?
Nope. We covered everything else.
On that page we did?
Yes.
We are so smart. What is the Chat with Glendora all about? 3 things. When all is said and done, these are reminders. The only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. And we want ourselves. Do you want to hear the Westminster clock?
Sure.
Here it goes. That means, Amy, I think that is quarter of, doesn't it? Is that about right?
Yes.
Yeah. What was I telling them? Oh, and then the next thing is that we want ourselves and everybody we know to be our best. And then what's the third one? Do you know, Amy?
One is we want everyone we know to be the best they can be.
That's
Overcome sin and sickness with prayer and faith.
Say that one again.
We want you to overcome sin and sickness with prayer and faith.
That's right. And count your blessings. Here's 15 standard daily blessings. The universe. Born, you, your mom and dad, born, alive, and healthy. Food, clothing, and a home. Freedom and independence. No catastrophes. No house on fire. No flood. No blizzard. No tornado. No thievery. You haven't been robbed. No accidents. No sickness. No illness. No hospital. No doctors. No medicine. Born alive and healthy, food, clothing, and a home, freedom and independence, no catastrophes. Finances, education, careers, spouses. 15 blessings every day. A Okay. Amy, how many minutes in are we?
10 minutes.
And we started with 5, right?
Yeah.
From the show that we did in Binghamton, New York. So we have 15 to go. We have about 13 to go, hon?
Well, the Binghamton show was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
No, 33.
Yeah.
So it was 5. We missed on there. And you said 10. That's 15.
Yeah.
And from 18, that would be about 12. Hey, Google. Timer, please. 12 minutes.
Okay, 12 minutes.
Oh,
Starting now.
Thank you, Google. What's this, honey? I want to be more loving in my heart. In my
This
heart.
says David Smith email Good Friday, April 7th. 95,000 telephone calls.
There you are. Amy and I had a big celebration. We had a big lemon cake because we have made 95,000 telephone calls since October the 18th, 2003. Next, Amy.
Binghamton accomplished?
Yes, we got our invitation into Binghamton Spectrum Charter, and Judy McMahon is on the TV. Next, Amy.
BronxNet upset.
Oh, BronxNet is always upset about something. But Amy, you know what? You remember how I kept asking you to have a close-up shot instead of a long shot?
Yeah.
Well, you know something? They complained. They said they can't play our programs because of that long shot, honey. What kind of a shot do you have now? Medium or close-up or what?
Close up.
Oh, okay. That's hard for the public to take. Next.
McGee Good Friday.
McGee came next Friday. That was cute. I said, Lisa McGee, will you go to Family Dollar, please, and buy a box of laxatives? Well, she was gone 10 minutes, Amy. 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. And Family Dollar is less than a mile from here. Guess what she did? She went all the way over to Route 9, 15 miles to International Dollar.
Wow.
What's that called? Is it called International Dollar or is it Dollar International? What is it called? Do you know?
No.
It's a great big one over on Route 9 in Valencia.
I think it's Dollar Tree.
No, I wish it were. That was my favorite, Dollar Tree. Next event.
Biscuits.
Oh, Amy. Amy and I are trying to make biscuits. And I think the recipe is 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, half a cup of oil, and 3/4 of a cup of water. And I can't make it come out right. I've done 5 batches and they're all terrible. Next, hon.
Home-baked cookies.
Oh, Amy, tell them how we do that.
Well, we have people go to the store and buy those little frozen cookies.
In a package?
In a package that are pre-made. And then all you have to do is separate them on a baking sheet. And then you put them in the oven and bake them.
It's so good. Do you burn them?
No.
Oh, they are so good, folks. So much better than packaged cookies. Keep going, Amy.
Iodine?
Iodine. Yes, iodine's very good. It takes away bumps. This is an ossification up here, and it is taking it away.
Nice.
And it's taking away one down here, too. All right, sweet. Next item.
That's all the items on this paper.
Oh, okay. Will you keep that paper? And what is this paper?
That is a list of words. Words.
Oh, that's a list of words.
Yes.
Okay, we did it, honey. Remember the word was exceed?
Yeah.
And it means to consent?
Yeah. Do you want to tell the people what happened with Susan Kaplan?
Yes, Susan Kaplan called up Monday morning, yesterday, and she says, I'm not coming in anymore. She said that the job was too demanding. Amy, you work here. You think it's demanding?
Not really. No.
Yeah. Amy telling those folks what's going to happen Thursday.
I'm going to get a new bicycle.
Whoopee! And you're going to bring it to work, aren't you, Amy?
I'll try, yes.
And what is this, honey?
That is your list of exercises from Carolyn Fleming.
Yeah, she is a physical therapist. Now, folks, before I hired a physical therapist through Medicaid, I was doing 400 calisthenics a day. She's arrived on the scene and added 60 more. Would you read them, honey?
Sure.
I want to be more loving in my heart. In my heart, I want.
Standing leg raises.
What is it called, honey?
Standing leg raises.
Okay. I did that.
Hip extension. Kicking leg backwards.
Okay.
Hip abduction. Kicking leg sideways.
All right. Would you go to the first page and tell the new one, about gluteus maximus?
Glute squeezes.
What do you call it?
Gluteus squeeze.
Squeezing your gluteus maximus, folks. What's next?
Thigh press.
Side press?
Thigh. Thigh.
And what is that one, honey?
It's when you press your thighs down on the bed and you push it for 3 to 5, and you do it 3 to 5 times.
Okay. Oh, okay. You press your thigh down onto the bed.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Then we have the straight leg raise.
What is that? You just straighten up your leg and raise it 5 times?
You put one leg up so that the knee is bending, and then the other leg you lift straight upwards.
Thank you.
And then there's the hip abduction, where you lay down flat, and then you bring your leg out to the side.
You lie down flat
Yeah.
here. And you bring your leg out to the side?
Yes.
And what's that called?
Out to side, toes to ceiling.
Toe to the ceiling, huh? Okay.
Clamshell, out and in.
Yeah, that's when you do this. These are your legs. Right, Amy?
Yep.
Okay.
Then we have knee bends,
Knee bend. What is that one?
where you slide your heel backwards, bending the knee.
Slide your heel backwards?
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted just thinking about it.
Yeah. Is this anything that we haven't covered, dear?
That is the daily agenda for Soul to Soul.
Well, I think we've done it, don't you?
Well, the one we didn't mention was how you treat others.
Tell them, please. In your inimitable way. Tell them.
When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others?
Right. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. May the God of peace sanctify all of us
Yeah.
completely, through and through. Okay. Google, how many minutes do we have left? Hi, Google. How many minutes left?
You've got 2 minutes and 59 seconds remaining.
Okie dokie. You want to pause the camera, hon?
Sure. Okay. There you go.
2 minutes. Let's count 40 great things about God. The universe, the galaxies, our galaxy, so many of them, and they're so big, the astronomical distances. And they've been around so long, billions of years, perpetuity. And star systems. Think of it, honey. Just think of those star systems. And each star has a system of planets. Think of how many planets that are when there's 1 million stars in a galaxy. And think of the life forms on those other planets. We're just one planet. But think of those millions of other planets and millions of other life forms. Think of it. Does that discourage you from saying, God help me? Does it discourage you from saying, your deepest thoughts to God? No. You want to know why? Because you're a son of God. What? Well, you are. God is everything there is. And God is everything there is, and you exist. By definition, you are a son of God. You're not a selfish little brat. You're a grand son of God. S-O-M-E, son of God. And then think of our star, the sun, with all that heat and that light and that hydrogen making helium. And think of our planet, the Earth, out there in nowhere, nothing around it, spinning around, giving us 24 hours every day, 12 hours to go out and accomplish good, and 12 hours to rest and meditate and think and plan. This is going to be the hour, isn't it, Amy?
We're at 22 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yeah. Plus 5, honey. Right?
Well, yeah. I guess if you count the extra minutes
Here
we
it
did.
is, honey. 2, 3, 4, 5. Big Ben. 6.
Counted too late.
I'm sorry, I don't count very well.
It's okay.
And that's Big Ben.
I feel bad that the clock that Susan gave you isn't gonna be, she gave you that clock and now she's not gonna be here to admire it anymore.
Well, it was grand of you, Susan Kaplan, to give us that beautiful clock. You do have a picture of it, don't you, Amy?
Yes.
PM,
Yeah.
77 degrees Fahrenheit.
And then thank you, little temperature clock. The temperature clock just said 2 o'clock, and the inside temperature is 78 degrees. That's my temperature. I have to have that temperature to function. And then I don't function that well. And so we were saying hydrogen. And then you take combinations of hydrogen, like 6 of them. Doesn't that make carbon? And then you take 8 hydrogen. Doesn't that make oxygen? And then you have all those other elements in the Mendeleev table of elements. We're talking about great things that God does. And you have the Grand Canyon. And you have the trees. And you have the daffodils that are coming out in our part of the country this week. And you have forsythia. And the tulips are coming. Can you think of any others, Amy? Lilacs.
My grandmother has a lilac bush on the side of her house.
Nice.
And on the back of her house.
Purple? Really purple?
Yes.
I've seen white lilacs, haven't you, folks?
Yes, but my grandmother only has the purple ones in her yard.
Oh, okay.
And then she has tulips and daffodils and irises in her garden every year.
Nice. Well, let's say goodbye, want to? And let's say thanks.
Yeah.
And let's say, be ye therefore blameless and harmless, without rebuke, as a child of God. Amen.